Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Janice. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate it if you hit that subscription button, like, share, and comment on some of my videos. I want to get down to the point today. I have been trying to figure out what video I was going to do next, and this one is coming from just variety of things, so I don't know right now what to call it, but I'm sure I have it in mind by the end I get finished with this video. Uh, First of all, I want to talk about when Donald Trump first became president, and when he stood in front of that church and he held that Bible upside down in front of that church, and people didn't get the hint and then figure out Donald Trump is whole character at that moment. Then I figured, okay, maybe, and then maybe they'll figure it out somewhere during his presidency during the first term. But when I seen that he was people was actually putting signs and big boards of picture of him in the front yard and actually making the Christ literally out of him, I knew we was in trouble. The Bible states in Revelation that in the last days that people will turn away from God and they will make Satan they are idol, and that the beast will wear they will wear the symbol of the beast on their forehead. And when I first heard that, the first thing that came to my mind was that red cap, that Make America Great Again red cap. And so many other people like myself that came to the same conclusion. My daughter always said that Donald Trump is antichrist. I'm not really sure about that, but I got to continue to read my Bible because I right now I know that we are living in the last days. This man had went to a country, captured a president and his wife from Venezuela, and brought these people back here. Is this what y'all call making America great again? We got so much going on in this country. With just last week, a false allegation was made about a daycare center, a few daycare centers in Minnesota is supposed to be where the people there, some of the people that, look like this, supposed to be have a fake business, and that turned out to be a false allegation. You see, one thing I learned about white people, they are the most dangerous people on the face of this planet. Because how many times in our history we have seen a white woman, all she had to do was say, this black man touched me in a certain way or look at me in a certain way, and then y'all, white folks, would go berserk. And next thing you know, this man loses his life. And then comes back a few years later, and y'all know the story of the little black boy, Tilton. And then she said it never happened. But she got to live her life after being an old white woman that lied about a little boy that lost his life years ago. God rap on this country, especially white people, is coming. And it's coming sooner than what y'all think. God have gave y'all 400 plus years and some. That's when we was going through some stuff. Y'all have had 400 something years to get yourself together. We cannot build. They talk about this, our white community. And I heard this one guy on this video saying, why do black people have a problem with our white community? Let me tell you, as a African black lady, and I know I speak for almost majority of my race, we could care less. As a matter of fact, we hope that y'all do that. That way it put all the race people in one place so we know. But let me tell you another thing. Whether you go to that all white place called returning to the land, we still know who you are because y'all taught us who you are. I had a friend of mine long time ago, white lady, used to work with me when I was a cook in a grocery store. And she looked at me one day and told me, Janice, she said, if you don't ever remember anything in the conversation that we had, I need you to remember this. This one. We, as white people, we can look y'all right in the eyes. Black people and any other race of people. And we can smile and pretend like we like you and can't stand your gut and hate you the whole time. We can do that. So you know what I told her? And her name's not Jane, I'm gonna call her Jane. I said, Jane, you're not telling us, me, nothing that every other black person already knows. We educate ourselves and y'all with y'all help. We already know that. Which is why majority of black people do not trust anybody white. And I've said on my other videos, because I have a daughter that sometimes likes to date outside her race. And since Donald Trump came on the scene, and what I have seen from majority of this, half of this country, I do not welcome that inside my home. I won't, because it's like I told her. If I look and I see what I know, what I'm looking for, I don't want to be rude, but I will get that person out of my home because I don't want that energy inside my home. I don't want my homes, every home that I have blessed from the front door to the back. No one that has got a pure heart can enter my home because I bless it. I would not do that. And now this man, the man that y'all call a king, wants to be a king. With all the things that are going on, he promised on day one, the groceries gonna go down, gas prices, rent, and so have you. And none of that have happened. Yet there's some of y'all still follow him. When God come back, and he punished this man, for all those that are still got him by the coattail, hanging on to him like a leash, you're gonna go down with him, and it's coming. Trust me. I say this as educational purpose only, because I am not for making money. I'm not for trying to ask for money. As I had one person to tell me that in one of my videos. I'm about saving souls, and I don't care what at the end of the day what color that soul is. Some of y'all got hate so rooted, so bad, so hard up in your soul that it manifests itself from outside to your face. You show, your heart shows on your face the hate for other people. And you could not even tell if someone was to ask you why you hate these people. You could not give a good answer that anybody with good sense can even wrap their brain around to understand and comprehend it. Because y'all learned this stuff from your ancestors, and it goes on because it's still been taught in the home when you were born. But I'm telling you right now, as a person, y'all can call me whatever you want to call me. I'm okay with. I've been called worse. If you don't get it together, if you don't find God, and I mean truly find God, God is not going to let you into his kingdom when he knows your heart better than you do. And I am trying my best as what I'm supposed to be doing. Educate people onto the real meaning of life. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be poor. You could be in between. It doesn't matter. If you have been a terrible person, it does not matter how much money you had, how much wealth you gained, how much popularity you had, how much privilege you had. Once you take that last breath, and you would take it. I got a scent of, I got a room scent blowing in my face, but it smells good. Anyway, that bit, if you take that last breath and you have been a terrible person, imagine a day, your hottest day, where you thought that you would not make it through that day with all the sweat and the discomfort. Imagine that going to a place where you are there for eternity in a place that is 10 times as hot. Because if you don't get that thing that's beating in your chest, if you don't get that right, if you don't wake up and start educating yourself and start to say, wait, maybe Papa and my mom was wrong to teach me this. Maybe I should get to figure some stuff out on my own. And ask yourself, why would they tell me such thing to hate people just because of the way they look? You're not getting in heaven. I can promise you, if you got that kind of heart, you are not going to enter that kingdom. Because why would God make you a chosen person and let you enter into that kingdom when you have spent your entire life hating other people that he created? Come on, people, wake up. I don't care what Papa and Mama told you. That's not, we serve the same God. He will not allow you to enter that kingdom, those pearly gates, if your heart has always been against other people he created just because of the way they look. It is not going to happen. And you will never rise as long as you trying to hold other people back. Y'all better put a 34 count felony inside that White House and look at the job he has done so far. This man has been convicted of some of the hideous crimes. And some of y'all are okay with that because some of y'all have that heart that he's got. You okay with it? Anybody that is okay with a 35 age up man talking to a 13-year-old, you're sick. You are one sick individual and you need to get some professional help because you are sick. And God is going to bring that whip down on you so hard that you're going to be wondering and pleading for mercy when He is done. Y'all got to get it together. Because if you don't, you're going to end those pearly gates. Y'all have a good evening.